Hey guys, I got another video started here. I'm going to show you what I'm working on. We're trying to get seats and steering column and brake pedal and gas pedal mounted in the car. As you can see, I have the seat brackets in. I have a quick release on the front. It slides into the back of it. Let's see if I can do this. I don't know if you can see this or not. You can see how I got the slide ins on both sides, and seat is in place. Working on steering column. As you can see, the gas pedal is tacked in place, hopefully to be permanent. And I'm just working on allocating space for the steering column, steering wheel, and then we're going to put the brake cylinder, the master cylinder hookup and brake pedal in it. I'll just videotape this along the way. Okay, so as you see, I'm taking some half-inch steel rod stock and fitting it into the plate that I made up to go on top of the column. And I'm going to tack that in place to mount the steering column. And then we'll use clamps to clamp it to the column. That didn't work. It was a mess. It didn't come out triangulated like it should have been. And I ended up cutting it off and redoing it. What I decided to do was measure from the column up to that crossbar, and it was about 3 1/4 inches. I went over on the table, took my plate that's going to go on the column up to the bar where the bars will weld to, and configured it up on the table where the triangulation was more proper and symmetrical like it should have been. Tacked it together, brought it over, test fit it to the column and that crossbar until I got it where I wanted it. And then I tacked that together, and then put the steering wheel on and test fit. You always got to do that. And I found out the steering wheel was going to hit that top of the body there at the windshield. So I ended up having to redo this several times to get it right. And that's what you're seeing here now. Also, in the video, you'll see the column move and me not be up there looking at working on it. What I was doing was trying to adjust the angle of the U-joint. I have a double U-joint down at the bottom where the column connects to the steering box, and it had to make a pretty good move from the steering box up to the column. And like I said, it's double jointed. I was trying to get that angle right so it wouldn't bind up when I was trying to turn the wheel. So that is something else. I didn't show that in the video, and I wished I had. But anyway, that's what's going on with that. And I'm now attaching the column for the second time, trying to get it to fit, and we shall keep moving forward. You know, there's something else in this video that just jumped out at me that I just realized you guys have no idea what I'm doing, and you're wondering how I'm going to do it, is the header and the collector muffler that come through the firewall and exit out the side of the car there, right about where my hand is right now. I have a plan. The bottom of the firewall is going to have a gap in it for the header to come through, and then this collector muffler is going to have a plate over it with insulation, a heat resistant insulation, to keep heat from coming up in the cockpit. That's my plan, and I'm sure I'm going to have to work at that to get it to work out. But just to let you know, that is what the plan is for that. We shall see how that turns out. What you're not seeing in this video is the bottom bracket that right now I'm currently cutting it off because I had to reposition it as well to get the steering wheel down off of the cowl or the frame or the windshield frame. That has to be repositioned along with the top one, and I didn't show that in the video, but that's what I'm doing, is redoing that and repositioning it as well. Okay, so this is where I'm making this on the bench. Took my measurements, got it laid up with a couple of magnets there on the plate, and I'm going to keep measuring it, working with it to get the right triangulation, the right symmetry that it needs. And then I'll tack it up, stick it on the car, on the bar and the column, and see how it fits. And once I get it there, I'll tack it in place and refit and get back in the car and retest and see how it goes. Okay, so now you can see the finished column mounted, and now we're going to start working on the master cylinder and the brake pedal assembly. I've got all that bolted together. I'm trying to mount it inside the bars there and allocate the space for the brake pedal to clear the steering column as well as the header collectors assembly itself. Unfortunately, I can't get a good spot here to show you all this, so I'm kind of giving you a side shot from the passenger side. Bear with me and we will see how it goes.
Check it. Check it. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out.
Okay, y'all, I just want to show you what ended up being done with the brakes and steering and all that. Here's the master cylinder mounted, ready to go. Here's the steering column. Wheel. There's the brake pedal. And there's your gas pedal down there as well. And I got my blinker just mounted. And everything's welded in. It fits good. Going to be accessible. So that's the finished product. So as you can see, this is a lot of work. It's taken place over a 2 or 3 day span. I condensed it so you wouldn't get bored to death. Please subscribe to the channel, and there's more good stuff coming. We're going to have some fun now as we do the rest of this.